Hey guys, it's Joe, and welcome back to our videos about the Legion Alpha. Today we're going to be looking at the rares of the Broken Isles, specifically two zones that they have opened up, which are High Mountain and Stormheim. Now we did have an early look at Mardoom, which is the Demon Hunter starting zone, and we saw that those rares specifically dropped gear. Of course, it's a starting zone for new characters, makes sense, you want to gear them up. My concern at that point was that they had the minute-long respawn time, basically like the rares in Warlords. I did not like those rares, and I think most people did not, so I was concerned we're going to go down that same road. And now we get to see in these two new zones in the Broken Isles whether those fears are founded or unfounded, and if not, what their function might be in this particular expansion. One quick side note, from now on your minimap, rares will be shown as a silver star and not a skull, and that will be shown for all rares all across Azeroth from now on. I'm not sure exactly why they made this change. It is, again, minor, but just something I wanted to make you aware of. Let's take a look at a few of the rares and see how they distinguish themselves in this particular expansion. We've seen varied rares over the years. Of course, Mist, we had an hour spawn time and had vanity items. We saw in Warlords they were, a half a minute to a minute spawn time and mainly giving gear. So let's see how these rares are different in this expansion. Now, these rares do have the same spawn times as Warlords of Draenor, pretty much a half minute to a minute, so that hasn't changed. Also, their special items are only lootable once, like they're rare the first time you kill them and the next time they're not. Now, so far they're still showing they're rare the second time, but their special items, again, only get lootable that first time you kill them. They do, some of them in particular, do drop gear, which is fine and dandy. Actually, the good thing about that is with the new transmog system, it's not so bad. The gear is bind on pickup, so like in this case, being a hunter who wears mail can still equip the cloth. It still ended up in my wardrobe, so that was a good thing. Also in my rare killing, I actually did find one rare that dropped a pet. That was the only one through the many that I have killed so far that has dropped anything like a vanity item or a toy. So there is that as well. I don't know how many others might, but you can see at least they're going to be giving us items that way through the rares as well. So no, all hope is not necessarily lost in terms of some of the quality of items that we would get in Mist of Pandaria on these particular rares either. However, the main function of these particular rares are these artifact power items. Now, what is artifact power? You're going to have your artifact weapon, and you're going to have basically an artifact weapon tree, a skill tree, so to speak, that you can add more different skills and abilities and more power to your artifact weapon. How do you do that? Well, you have to spend artifact points, or almost experience points in a way. You even have an experience bar above your regular bar that actually shows you how much artifact power you have. So when you kill a rare, you get one of these artifact power items, and each one has a different amount of artifact power within it. And when you get that, you go ahead and collect that, and then you can spend that on your artifact weapon skill tree. So that is one of the ways you're going to be able to unlock the skills your artifact weapon can do, and how you can make it more powerful. So these rares actually have a function. Now, are they Mist of Pandaria rares, which I loved? No, not necessarily, but they still have a function. They're not just giving gear that's going to be worthless. So you can see the huge benefit to killing these rares to get these artifact power items so we can fill out the skill tree and make our artifact weapon as powerful as quickly as possible for future raiding or whatever you're going to be doing. So that is the first look at the rares in the Broken Isles up to this point in Alpha. Obviously things can change, and we'll keep an eye on it, but for now we see primarily the main function of rares in this expansion. So I'm very happy about that. I hope you guys are as well. Keep an eye on the channel for more videos on rares and other stuff from the Alpha. I'll be bringing you a lot more stuff as soon as possible. And like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. And as always, take care of yourselves, guys.